Hey, it's Robert Martinez. Hey, I'm the apartment rockstar. We're on the way to 10,000 units and beyond. Today is a special edition of the Daily Rock. What we're going to be doing is due diligence day. We are at City Crossing on the east side of Houston off of Normandy Street. 458 units. I'm super excited. It's our first time buying a deal this kind of size. COVID was the best thing that ever happened to us, and it's continuing to go because rates have fallen. It's made this deal very affordable. I'm super excited to pick up a deal with this kind of scope. Today's gonna be a great day. We're gonna be walking with the team. We're gonna be looking at units. It's gonna be a good day. All right, so today's my first day, but due diligence actually started a week ago. Ian Douglas, our head of operations, has been here the last couple of days. Ian, how's it going, man? What are you looking at today? What are we doing at due diligence?
It's going great. So far, as of yesterday, we've gone through 124 apartments, looked at the apartments, taking a look at everything from the plumbing to the cabinets to the flooring, seeing if we have subfloor issues, kind of trying to find the hidden secrets that we need to know going in so we go into the deal with our eyes wide open.
And that's really big on due diligence. You got to get into every single unit. You got to walk every single unit. You have to know what you're going to own because you now own this. So you and I walked this deal first together 6 to 8 weeks ago. What has been the biggest difference so far? I know you've only been, this is only day 2 for you. What have you seen that's got you the most optimistic?
Most optimistic is this has been being run by Radco, which is out of Atlanta. They're doing a good job, but you can tell that the regional hasn't been able to get out here as much and really kind of put eyes on. They kind of went into a very defensive mode for COVID, so they haven't been as active in policing the property and doing some of the work that should have been done. In fact, so the pools are still closed. So things that we can do to open up and really kind of take care of the residents. There's a lot of upside in just taking care of the residents, and just taking a little bit of pride in work. Just talking with the team that's here, they want to do a good job. They really enjoy what they're doing, but they feel like they've kind of been tied down a little bit and not been empowered to make decisions. So I've already started that process of talking with the team about you're allowed to make these decisions. I'm not your boss yet, but when we get there, I'm going to be a leader and we're going to empower you to do the work, and we want you to do the work and do the right thing.
You got to go and get underneath the skin of this deal. You see all the keys there. That's every key to every unit of this property. It's 458 units. Can't get it done in a day. It's going to take about a week to get it done. But you get your team, and especially if you want to do it right, you go slow. And you walk every single unit and you try to analyze. You take pictures, you take notes, and then you come talk to the staff and you find out where all the bodies are buried. I got Aaron Twyman here. Aaron is fresh off of our refinance at Westwood Village. He took a $30 million property, turned it into $40 million. And if you're one of those investors, you got to cut of that $4.65 million check. You didn't need a stimulus check. You got a stimulus check because you invested in that deal 4 years ago. It's continued to pay cash flow. He's a big reason for it. He's going to be our opening manager. We're really excited. Joining him is Rosie Posey. Rosie joins us from 26 years at Camden. She's been with us almost a year now at Rockstar Capital. She's our VP of Operations. Rosie, what are some of the things that you're seeing at the property?
Basic stuff. Customer service is a key thing, and I think definitely with the staff and in training them and to ensure that we deliver that customer service from just the appearance of the community, ensuring that it is all done well, we can increase the revenue that we have.
How do we document due diligence? What do we have? Well, you know what? You got to have the latest software. It is 2020. It's 1980. You don't have to do it with a pen and a pad. We have software. Ian's been around the block a little bit. He knows what software to use. Ian, how are we going to document our due diligence?
Well, this is one of the ways that it's documented. You can tell right now, this is delayed a little bit because the guys are out there doing the inspections and they're doing it locally on a tablet. When they come in, it'll upload and this number will kick up. So I'm expecting by lunch that we'll be at 200 units or maybe a little bit more. So it just gives me a very quick snapshot of where we are. But where the real thing is, I can sit here and go into the inspection summary and I can look through the inspection summary, and as I go down, I can say, hey, on backsplashes, I have 62 backsplashes, 58 don't. I have good repair replace on the air handlers, so I know that I have 114 that are good in working order. I have 3 that need repair, 3 that need to be replaced. So this just goes down in any category. So these are all the categories: blinds, ceiling fans, ceilings, closet, dishwasher color. So we're literally detailing every piece that we can.
So this is viable data because it's Brainshare, right? It's about the highest IQ, best team wins. Well, you don't have to keep it in one head. It's in everybody's head. It's in one central location. Anybody here, whoever decides to manage the property, whoever decides to come look at the property can check out basically our Bible. This is what we're going to be used to renovate our property. We have a schedule, we have a timeline, everybody knows the plan. There's no, oh, well, someone didn't tell me or I forgot. No, it's documented right here. Here's the renovation plan. What's our financing looking like right now?
Yeah, so right now we've set an application in for Freddie, right? And so our rate right now is it's gonna be a floating rate, but right now our quote is about 2.62% on that deal. It's 5 years interest only, and it's actually gonna be a solid deal for us. Obviously that makes a big difference too in the amount of cash that we're actually able to put back into the property.
This is the upgraded unit.
This is the most upgraded.
And this is the unit they're getting about $132 or so over.
Roughly, yes, sir.
Roughly, okay. They've done a good job here again in the wet areas. They've also put the forward flooring and they have washer dryers. Hey, it's 2020. Washer and dryers are a big piece of where it is. People don't want to move. They don't want to go to the laundry room. So don't give them a reason to move from your property. It's all about the renewal. You either renew or they don't. If they don't, it's going to cost you $3,000 to replace them. If they renew, you're going to get a rent bump and you're going to save $3,000. That means your NOI booms. Ian, what am I looking at here?
So this is what I was referring to as a melting balcony. So what's happened is the structural wood that holds that balcony has actually started to fail. And then I have the wood rot, so it's actually starting to settle, and the wood rot staying where it is. And so it's a failing balcony, it needs to be fixed. It's easy to do, you take the fascia off, put new structural wood in, put new supports in, you're done. You're in and out in an hour and a half.
That takes an hour and a half to do?
With a good crew, yeah, it'll take an hour and a half. They'll pull everything off, put new stuff in, then we'll have to let the wood
So if you don't
cure.
fix that, what happens? It eventually fails.
It will eventually fail.
Okay, and then you have an issue, a life safety issue.
It'll pull part of that roof down, part of the roof off, and it becomes
But also, every day, how many residents walk this path and see that every day? That is a sign of neglect. That's a bad branding. That's bad for your management. It's bad for your reputation. You take care of that, you show pride of ownership. You don't take care of that, you show no pride of ownership.
Correct.
You got to adjust this one. Look, this is right in front of somebody's apartment. The grass is all mushy.
This is a long-term sewer leak that hasn't been addressed. You can actually see along the bottom of the underground cable box, the telephone box, that it's starting to rot out because it's been exposed to water for so long. You can also start to see some structural things in the concrete where it's starting to go down in a roadway where we're going to have foundation issues if it doesn't get solved. So that's a huge expense, but fixing the sewer is probably going to be much, much cheaper. So that's, again, just something you do to fix. But this actually flows out. I was talking to a resident as we were walking who said he's lived here 3 months and it flows sewage all day, every day.
But you know what? I don't see a problem. I see an opportunity. Because if I fix that, people are going to renew. That is a sewer backup, and it stinks, but you know what? I smell money. I smell lots and lots of money, because if I can prevent one resident from moving out, I'm gonna add $50,000 of valuation back to my property. We're gonna do the community a service by fixing this issue. This is really, really bad. All right, so as you walk around your area, you walk around the perimeter, you're gonna see a lot of things on the outside. You're gonna have air conditioners, you're gonna look at balconies, but you're also gonna look at the driveways. Driveways are super important, right? Because again, this shows signs of neglect. This shows signs you just don't care. And if your residents hit that fast enough, you're gonna ruin your tire. You're gonna have bad renewals, and it's all about renewals. Remember, if they stay, you're gonna save $3,000. You're gonna boom your NOI. If they leave, it's gonna cost you $3,000. Look at these potholes everywhere. They're all over the properties here. So you gotta get those addressed. It leaves a bad image, and that's not the image you wanna have. You wanna have the image of being a top-ranked company. As I said before, Rockstar is ranked number 2 in Houston Property Management Company, number 17 in the state, number 1, 2, and 3 for reputation management, best properties in the country for reputation management. Our brand means something to us. Our properties mean something to us because it's your money. We wanna take care of it. You put your money next to mine, I'm gonna guard with my life. So if you've been watching my stuff for a while, you know that I hate green space. I love that they've added some improvements here. You have a pergola, you have a nice pool area, and you have a nice seating area. But the problem is, look at the way the seating area looks. So if you're gonna put something in there, then give a damn about the way it looks. Give a damn about your residents. Right there shows that you don't really care. That's been slowly warping, slowly moving to the side for a little while, but no one's saying anything. No one's saying there to try to level it out. No one's calling the maintenance guy and say, hey, this isn't right. How is somebody eventually gonna sit there? it looks like it's neglected. And if that looks neglected, what else is neglected in this property? Is it how you handle my maintenance requests? Is it how you handle my personal requests? You expect your rent money on time, well, at least give me proper amenities that look appropriate. Don't make me try to sit in an angle and hope that my Coke or whatever else doesn't fall. It just has a bad reputation. It's all about reputation management. Is that with reputation? Is that the brand you want to show? It's not at Rockstar. We're gonna get that fixed day one. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that. That is the end of due diligence for me. The team's gonna stay here. They're gonna finish out the rest of the units. They're gonna finish the walkthroughs. They're gonna finish the lease audit. But I hope you guys got a chance to see what it's like here. Hope you guys got a chance to see what it feels to come into a property, how we have the team, how we have the structure, how we have the organization, how we use technology to produce the best product for you, our investors. Hey, it's a fun day. If you're not sweating, you ain't walking. I'm super excited. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And hey, if you want to invest with us, please swipe up here on Instagram, follow me. There's still room, but there's only a few million left. We're going to close out funding in 2 weeks. Hope you enjoyed this deal.